Sometimes people who act like the victim in every situation are actually the villain. Let me tell you why. When people like this go around either embellishing the truth or making up stories and making things look like something happened one way when it really happened the complete opposite, they don't even realize they're the problem. And this is why you can never win with this kind of person. That's why I say cut your losses if you can, let them go. Because in this game that they have made up, you will always lose, whether you are in the right or not. Hey, hi, hello, and welcome back for another video. Aren't the sleeves on this thing so fun? I just love them. Anyway, these people stay in a negative vibration. They live down there in the dumps. And when they have this woe is me, oh, poor pitiful me attitude about everything in life, that is so miserable. And that is so annoying to be around. Nobody wants to be around somebody who is constantly bringing them down whenever all they're trying to do is help lift them up. It's exhausting. You cannot stay around somebody like that for long. And if you can, let me know how your energy levels are doing. These kinds of people are usually deeply insecure. They will always shift the blame onto someone or something else so that they don't have to look in the mirror and take responsibility. You could have done nothing wrong, and they will make you look like the villain. And you know what? It's really not even worth defending yourself sometimes, because we're all the villain in someone's story. And if I'm the villain in their story, so be it. There's nothing I can do about it. They've made their minds up about me. If someone is determined to misunderstand you, they will. It doesn't matter how much you over-explain. It doesn't matter how much you comfort them. It doesn't matter how much you apologize. It will never be enough. There is a bottomless pit within these people that they need filled, but it's never full. Some people are creating chaos in their life and in the lives of others because their nervous system feels uncomfortable when life is calm. They genuinely don't feel at peace when things are peaceful. This can make it really hard to be around somebody like this because it's like if there's not some kind of drama going on, they're bored and they might be trying to create that drama. So if you have somebody like this in your life, you're going to need to distance yourself immediately or completely cut them out because they are going to disturb your mental peace, and that's not worth it. No, my mental peace is too important to keep people around who want to bring me down. And when you hear something completely untrue about yourself, your immediate reaction is like, what the? Excuse me? I apparently did what? It's honestly comical. And a lot of times it's usually not even personal. It's not specific to you. It's just that this is how this person is. And you could show up in their life as 10 different people. But if there's something about you that they're jealous of, something about you that makes them insecure, they would hate you as each of those 10 people. It would not matter. They can be your best friend today. But then if you get something that they want tomorrow, they will hate you tomorrow because it's a deep insecurity within themselves and they don't know how to fix it, or they would have by now, you would think. Because isn't it miserable to live like that? I certainly wouldn't want to trade places with them. So if you're dealing with somebody who fabricates stories out of thin air and manipulates other people to try and make you look like you're in the wrong or you're the bad guy or that you have hurt them in some way when you haven't, I'm here for you. I feel for you. That is such a sucky situation. I totally get it. Please remember, it's not you. You're not insane. You are not making it up. They are gaslighting you and everyone else to make people believe the narrative that they're trying to spread about you. And a lot of times they will try to do or say something that ticks you off so bad that you will get out of character for that. That they'll make you blow up, get angry, cause a scene, cuss them out, whatever it is. Sometimes these kind of people are looking to make you feel that frustrated and upset, that defensive, that you get out of character and you want to set them straight. But next thing you know, they're crying in the corner and telling everyone that Jane was so mean to me and I don't even know what I did. They will try to push you to getting out of character and then hold your feelings against you when you do call them out. You cannot, I'm telling you, you cannot win with these people. You have to stay stoic if you have to be around them so that they have nothing to feed off of, so they have nothing, no reaction to misconstrue and to miscommunicate to others. Give them nothing. Give them silence. Silence, a lot of times, especially with these people, is you taking your power back. Yeah, take it back. We are no longer getting out of character for people with poor character. Period. Isn't it just so exhausting to be around people who tell a sob story to everyone? People who are sympathy suckers, who will just drain every ounce of energy from you if you let them? Yes, that is why you have to keep them at an arm's length or farther. Sympathy suckers are draining on every level. And if you have one in your life, or heaven forbid, a few, do yourself a favor and get out of there. Because if you call them out or do something that they perceive as a slight toward them, oh, that's the end of it. They're going to try to tear your reputation apart. You could do the same thing to them that they did to you, and you'd still be the bad guy. Because what they do to you, shut up and put up. Don't rock the boat. But the second you stand up for yourself, it's a problem, and they're trying to gaslight you. No. Run. This kind of person will never be happy because even if things are going right in their life, they will find something to make it wrong. So these people would rather perceive you as the villain and make others do that as well than to take some ownership, grow the F up, look in the mirror, and fix their negative patterns and behaviors because that's too uncomfortable. A lot of these people have lived their whole lives this way, and they will live the rest of their life that way. Some people just are not at the level of consciousness to be able to be introspective and correct their behavior. And you owe it to yourself to remove yourself from people and situations like that. Some people may try to make you feel bad for standing up for yourself, for drawing boundaries, for letting people know where the line is and not to cross it. And if you do, bye-bye. Some people will try to make you feel bad for that, but do not let them, because they only want to keep you around so they can find something out about you. And then once they find something out, they can go talk about it with other people because they love to run their mouth. Can't keep from it. Whether you've actually wronged them or they just think that you have, you could apologize until you're blue in the face and it would mean nothing to them because they are determined to misunderstand you, to misrepresent you. So you just keep being the wonderful person you are, and your actions will speak louder than their words. Your actions will speak louder than their words. Let them keep talking. They're going to anyway. Let them keep talking. You keep being you, and people will look at you and how you treat people and be like, you know, what this person is saying about them doesn't make sense because I've never seen them act that way toward anyone. So deductive reasoning, let's not believe everything we hear. Like the internet, you can't believe everything that you see. Strengthen your discernment. You cannot kiss someone's ass enough to get them out of a victim mindset. You just can't. So why try? Leave them where they are. You shine your light authentically, they're upset. You stand up for yourself when they're the ones that wronged you. Somehow they're still the ones that are upset. How does that work? It doesn't. Not in the logical, emotionally mature, self-aware world that you and I are living in. But in their world where only people who fit their narrative are allowed, yeah, they don't see it that way somehow. These people wonder why they can't keep good friendships or good romantic relationships for long or at all. Well, honey, if the common denominator is you in every situation, maybe you're the problem. They usually will not see it that way. It's always somebody else. But these people are children in adult bodies. So you can try and reason with them all you want. La 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 la, they won't hear it. Selective hearing, selective understanding. And because these people are children in adult bodies, They'll talk bad about everyone in class and then wonder why no one wants to play with them at recess. I wonder. You can't keep running your mouth about people and expecting it not to get back to them. These kind of people are only friends with others on a superficial, very surface level basis. And the friends that they do have are fake because these people can only know you on the level that they know themselves. The only people that can put up with them for long are other fake people because the real ones like us, when we catch a whiff of this, we're out. And if we're not out, then we're at least not letting them be in our business. We can keep it cordial, keep it cute, but we can't keep it close because they're incapable of being close to someone in a healthy way. If you are struggling with being around people like this, my heart goes out to you. It's so hard, but you will get past it and you will meet people who are able to be your friend and who are able to love you at the level that you need them to. People who can see you and be seen by you, and it is a mutually beneficial, healthy, loving relationship. It should not be you're giving and giving and giving, and all this person does is take from you. If you feel exhausted after being with this person, drained, annoyed, they're probably not meeting you at the level you're at. Deep, meaningful female friendships is something that I have struggled with kind of my whole life. And for a long time, I wondered if it was me. And I know, and I can own up to the fact that I was not always a good friend. And that is hard. But when you're like a teenager and you're not very self-aware, you're not very thoughtful, sometimes you can say or do things that hurt other people and you may not mean to. So I know that I wasn't able to show up for some friends in the way that they needed. And, sometimes you just grow apart. Sometimes you just go your separate ways. So sometimes no one's at fault. And sometimes you might be at fault. And then at times, it might be the other person. But you have to be willing to look at yourself and ask yourself, okay, what was my part in this relationship? And what might I have done to cause the unraveling of this friendship? And, everything happens for a reason. And so if you're no longer friends with someone, it is what it is. You can love that person from afar and move on. And that makes space for the people that do align with you. Because maybe your lives are just going in two separate directions. And that's sad, but let the love still be there. Just keep the lessons. And then you can be a better version of yourself as you go into your next friendship. When I self-reflected and realized that at times, yeah, definitely could have been me who was at fault or who was in the wrong or who did something disrespectful. And I can own up to that. All you can do is do better. Don't beat yourself up about it. Just do better and be better for your friends now or for the friends that you will have. But sometimes it is the other person. Sometimes they really are toxic. Sometimes you really just don't need to be around them. And that's okay too. But what's not okay is staying around that person or those people just because you don't want to be alone. That's when it's not okay because you're putting yourself through more hurt and discomfort and dysregulating your nervous system by being around those people. Stop doing that. So take ownership if you realize that you are the problem. But also, if you realize that the other person is the problem, don't just give them a million chances at the sake of yourself, at the sake of your peace of mind. Sometimes the people in your circle don't want to see you do well. And that's something I struggled with my whole life, was that I thought that me and these girls were friends. But it turns out that sometimes jealousy takes hold and doesn't let go of your friends. And so they're unable to show up for you and genuinely be your friend because of an insecurity within themselves that they just haven't met and dealt with yet. Go where you are loved. Go where you are valued, please. And I'm so grateful now because I have such a lovely, wonderful group of female friends, and we do fun things together. We can talk about real life. We can laugh together. We can do karaoke together. And there's none of that underlying tension that you'll feel with girls who are jealous of you. Because if you do something or achieve something or something goes good for you and they're like, oh, yeah, nice. Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, you were okay. Or say nothing at all. No, she's not your friend. So going where you are appreciated and loved is going to make you feel so much better because you're going to realize, oh, it wasn't me. It was that they couldn't handle me. And it can be kind of a disappointing feeling, but at the same time, it's so liberating because when you know the person that you know yourself inside and out, and you're like, I'm not the kind of person that they're making me out to be. I know myself so much that they can say whatever they want, and I'm still going to keep my character intact. So I'm so grateful to my small but amazing group of friends. And they are helping me heal the female friendship wounds that I have. And I know that maybe you watching, you have friendship wounds as well. And it gets better. There are good people out there. But it's not enough to just say you're a girl's girl, but then do some shady stuff at the same time. No. I'm so sick of society pitting women against each other and us falling for it. Stop. Stop. Don't you realize how powerful we would be if we all just banded together? If we all uplifted each other? Wow, what an amazing world it would be if women could get along and love each other and let each other shine the way that we should. So if you're the villain in someone else's story, get used to it. It is what it is. You can't control how they view you. You can only control how you act, how you react. Realize that you very well may be the topic of conversation in rooms that you were never invited into. Oh well, if they're so worried about you, let them be. You focus on you and what you want to do and who you're trying to become and what you want to achieve, the kind of relationships you want to have, your health, your wealth. Focus on that. Keep getting better. You won't even notice them over there, down there, talking about you. Once you accept that and detach from it, you take all your power back. They can only take from you what you allow them to. You have the choice to no longer allow them to siphon off your time, energy, attention, resources. So by remembering that and taking that power back, you protect yourself. You cannot win in the petty games that they've made up in their minds that are already rigged for you to lose. So do yourself a favor and stop playing. Opt out. I am no longer available for this. Because if you do play their game, anything you say can and will be used against you in their court of law. So if they want to spread lies about you, let them. Let your actions speak louder than their words. And remember that sometimes the victim is the villain. Watch out for people like that. If you have made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. I've so enjoyed having you here and having this chat. Let me know what other kinds of topics you'd like me to discuss in the comments down below. And you can connect with me on socials at I am Jaden Nicole G. Hope to see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.